for me to introduce Dr. Temple Grandin from Colorado State University. Temple travels not only the United States but the world on her livestock handling ability and her facility design, animal flow and control, and psychology. And it's a real pleasure for me today to introduce Temple to you. Please, let's give Temple a good round of applause, and thank you, Temple, for coming to Southeast Kansas.
Well, it's good to be here today, and I'm going to just start out and go over some basics in cattle handling. I want to start out and just talk about some simple things you can do at home to improve cattle handling. Lots of times animals will...
When I was 2.5 years old, I had all of the standard autistic behaviors. No speech, tantrum throwing, sitting and rocking, spending hours dribbling sand through my hands, spending hours studying the fuzz on the carpet, no interest in people, no eye contact. I mean, I had the, the diagnostic criteria for autism. Absolutely, absolutely. Well, Mother was really progressive and ahead of her time. Fortunately, in Boston, there was some good professionals, too. When I was first diagnosed at age 2.5 as brain damage, because back then I didn't even know what autism was, the neurologist referred my mother to an excellent speech therapy nursery school. A really good older teacher that knew how to work with autistic kids. And that was one really good piece of luck. And when the teacher worked with me, my speech started to come back. I just can't handle too many different things coming in all at once. Certain loud sounds hurt my ear. And I would just throw myself down on the ground. People say, "What do you mean it hurt?" And I said, "Well, you know what it's like when a dentist drill hits a nerve." Well, that's the way it felt in my ear. Clothing that wouldn't be scratchy on you was like sandpaper rubbing me raw. I just say to people, "Can you imagine if all your underwear was filled with sandpaper? You wouldn't be able to concentrate on your schoolwork or do anything either."
This is a picture of the meat plant. Here you got this hydraulic pump going ee, and it's right next to the chute. You're wondering why they're getting excited.
When I was a little kid, loud noises used to just make me cry. I can remember hearing a really loud horn when I was a little kid on a ferry boat, and I just threw my floor on, heard this really loud horn, and I just threw myself down on the floor of the boat and just was screaming because it hurt my ears. And the best thing for people to do when I was doing that would be just leave me alone and let me get over the tantrum, because if they tried to do something with me, well, then I might hit in that situation. It's better just to leave me on the floor and let me scream. But it would have been a lot better if they had just allowed me to sit down in the cabin away from the horn.